It's Margaret Carey and Tinkerbell again. And believe me, I'm laughing because I'm happy to be here, but what I wanted to talk about was not a laughing matter. I want to talk about prosopagnosia. Did that scare you? Well, it scared me when I found out about it, but I have it. And you know what it is? It's face blindness. Yes, it's true. I have the world's worst trouble trying to remember people's faces all my life. And I only found out about, 9 years ago that 1 in every 50 people have it. And that made a difference on my career. As a little kid, I couldn't remember who the director was, who his face was. I could remember my new mom because I was adopted. But she smiled a certain way that I could figure it out. But I would respond to the man who was cleaning up the floor. I would think he was the director. And I've had it all my life, and there's nothing worse than to see somebody coming at you, and you sure the way that they're walking towards you, know you, have met you before, and then I stand back and I want to say, who are you? I sometimes could get their voice, but on the whole, I finally have to say, I'm face blind, and they think that's the funniest thing. They think it's a joke. Well, it isn't a joke, and I will tell you, I'm making speeches about face blindness, and prosopagnosia is not the greatest word you've ever heard. It only really got started with people knowing about it in 1985, right around in there. And what it is we do not connect to we look everything else, but their face really doesn't. I found out about it reading about a story in the newspaper that this lady had it so badly that she did not recognize the faces of her children. I do not have that, but it can be serious if your doctor doesn't know that you have it. Because I was laid up one time in a rehab center, and for a gallbladder operation afterwards or something, I was telling the cleaning lady all my problems and how this hurt and that hurt. I never recognized the nurses who came and went because they didn't have all the hats on and things. But I was lucky that they didn't. I was younger, but if I had been older, it's very easy to suspect that they could have said, something's wrong up here, something's not working up here, and give her the wrong prognosis of what is happening in her life or his life. And I know the story of the little boy that was the second week in kindergarten, and he went screaming from the room down the hallway of the school, just screaming at the top of his lungs. I don't know how they found out, but it turned out that he knew the teacher that he had the first week, a neighbor or someone he knew none of the kids because he couldn't recognize them. The second week they had a substitute teacher, and he knew that he would never see his mother and father again. And of course there is no way that a little kid, I couldn't tell anybody that I was seeing people differently than other people. But it's important that people know. Go on Wikipedia and go to face blindness and see what it has to say. And I'm trying desperately to think the name of the actor that, well, I can't do it, but anyway, he talks about it, that he has, very handsome actor. The former governor of Colorado has it. A very, very active man at Disney Studios who does great things for Disney. I mean, huge, great thing. He has it. He has to have an assistant with him. So find out about it. Find out about it because somebody in your family might have it. It's called face blindness or prosopagnosia. And so I send you off with the best because it makes you feel so good when you know it's okay. You don't like having it, but it's okay. And I'm giving talks about it. If you have anybody that would like to talk about it, contact Linda and she'll contact me and I'll come and tell what it had to do with my career. So here's pixie dust, and bye for Tinkerbell, and God bless you.